Hello, everyone. We're going to present our project called Being Protein. This is our team.
My name is Nelly Oliva.
My name is Juan Restrepo.
Francisco Cavoli.
And my name is Stefano Polilli.
Okay, so just an introduction about Bean Protein. It's a unique and perfect choice for a healthy lifestyle. Bean Protein supports your muscles for recovery and helps support gut health, optimizes absorption of nutrients. Its unique features include how and contains vegan options to cater to different diets. As you can see in these couple bullet points, it does highlight some of the key features about Bean Protein. The adaptation objectives, Japan's emphasis on health, longevity, and beauty positions the product as a solution for sustained energy, muscle recovery, in addition to skin health for the collagen-infused options. Being protein is related to fitness. We incorporate the idea of conscious self-improvement, which refers to the Japanese word and adds more weight into the main goal of the product. The demographics include young adults 18 to 35 years old who are seeking healthier options and who are more open to sustainable alternatives and plant-based products. It's valued to everyone, especially towards health-conscious consumers. Just a few statistics that you see at the bottom. The base protein market was valued at approximately 696 million in 2024 and is projected to reach 1,346 million by 2020 or 2033. So as you can tell, Bean Protein is just growing as the years go by.
Yes. Now about the Japan as our target international market, we're gonna be talking about the economy, cultural characteristics, and the challenges as well. So for the economy, as you guys already know, Japan is considered one of the most developed countries of the world, and one of the main reasons for us to choose this culture, it's because of the competitive advantage that we're gonna have towards the lifestyle. Now for the cultural characteristics, so Japan is recognized for being healthy and strict in their diet, and by bringing our product to their culture will allow them to have the right amount of protein intake. Also, for the prevention, we already know that the prevention is also crucial for the Japanese culture, and by informing them of the benefits of the protein intake, the culture will be shifted to a different direction due to the bias when it comes to processed foods. And the reason why we selected carefully some of our ingredients is so that they can avoid future rejections. But what are those specific rejections or challenges? So the rejections is that the bean protein is going to come up with some challenges at the beginning as we incorporate our new product to a culture that has been very traditional. Also, it's going to take time for our brand to take over the market. So one of the hardest part is going to be gaining trust on the customer. Despite our target being one of the healthiest ones, they also tend to be very selective when it comes to food choices. And we have elaborated different strategies for the consumers to be comfortable with the product as we incorporate our matcha product as our top seller for certain regions.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about the cultural adaptation strategies. This is going to be set in two parts. The first part is product and service changes. To incorporate our brand into the Japanese market, we needed to change some aspect of our product. One of the most important changes was focused on our packaging design. We decided that to create a packaging design that was a packaging design that was more compact and perfect to consume our product on the go, which aligns well with the tendency of the Japanese consumer to grab food and beverages from the typical corner store. We also made changes with the color palette that we wanted for our packaging, and we aimed at using some of the colors that were familiar to the Japanese culture. These colors include the red color, which symbolizes luck and happiness, the white one, which symbolizes purity, and green, which is associated with nature and foliage. We're also making adaptations to our pricing, which are lowering the price at the beginning compared to our competitors in the areas where our products is being distributed and gradually driving up the price as the consumers see the value of our product. This price adaptation will be dynamic and will allow us to transition from the hassle of the beginning to a more stable and controllable state. For our next part, we're going to talk about the marketing strategies, and this is separated into three crucial points. The first point is the message. We believe that to effectively market the Bean Protein brand into the Japanese market, our message should highlight Japan's emphasis on health, longevity, and beauty. which will position the brand as a solution for sustainable energy, sustained energy, muscle recovery, and skin health, along with incorporating the idea of continuous self-improvement in our message. The second part is the partners. To market that message, we should focus on using personalities that align with that message, like fitness and beauty influencers. By using them, we can attract the audience that we need for our product to launch in the best way possible in platforms like TikTok, Line, YouTube, and Instagram. Lastly, we're going to talk about the visibility. Showcasing the product in the correct places will strengthen our image. We're also aiming at having the product at gyms and health food retailers, supporting a strong visibility to consumers. And we want to release seasonal flavors like sakura in spring and chestnut in autumn, with the goal of attracting a wider variety of consumers and establishing ourselves against other competitors.
Right. We just initially created something for Instagram. So, as they were explaining earlier, one of our key elements is going to be a matcha flavor that we want to implement. The Japanese culture is familiar with the matcha flavor because it does incorporate, healthy and greenery. So they would be more enticed for that. We also do have a translation of Choose Your Future with Us in Japanese as well to implement the translation not just for, English speakers, but as well as Japanese speakers. Uh, One of our key aspects to kind of have more of attention grabbing was have your health beam with beam protein. So that uses more of wordplay. You can also see there, you want to buy today. So where it says click now, the consumer would be able to click on to that little icon there and actually take directly to the website so they can, choose whatever protein specifically that they like. We did use colorful pictures to highlight into Japanese culture that aligns with nature. The call for action is to have people's to make a better lifestyle by using Bream protein. The cultural alignment, we use a color palette for our logo that uses colors that favored in Japanese culture. And then we also use given the economic and cultural dynamics, Japanese presents a prime opportunity for introducing health-focused food products that aligns with the values and wellness and longevity and innovation. So incorporating that does help. The consumer behavior, we added an image on the flavors based on the target market, as I mentioned, matcha. The marketing strategy and alignment, Japanese market is health conscious, prioritize balance and wealth in their routine. So by having a minimalistic design with natural and calming colors, the ad reflects the audience's preferences. The expected outcomes is increased brand awareness among health-conscious Japanese consumers, especially young generations. This ad creates awareness, engagement, and conversions, and much more.
For the rational theories, we have the cultural alignment. Japan values health, balance, and natural minimally processed food, aligning with Beam's plant-based ingredients and smooth protein TM technology. We also have the washoku tradition that Japanese traditional cuisine emphasizes in seasonal clean ingredients like rice, soy, and vegetables, core themes reflected in Beam products, craftsmanship, or as well as more well known in Japan, monosukuri, which is Japan's emphasis on quality and excellence, which fits Beam's premium, transparent, and sustainable positioning. We also have the localized flavors, incorporating matcha, atsuki, yuzu, and roasted green tea enhances local appeal and cultural connections. Some Hofstede insights that we found are that there's in Japan there is high uncertainty avoidance, which means that consumers are cautious with new products. So trust building is essential. Collectivist culture, which is social proof and community approval, are key in Japan's culture. We also have marketing strategy, which for us would be to partner with local dietitians, fitness coaches, and influencers. We also have highlight health benefits, natural ingredients, and performance results in every post or ad that we will have in future involvements, and embrace Kaizen by promoting self improvement through wellness content in all social medias.
About the product pricing and implementation plan. So we're gonna have 4 different bean proteins. And the reason why we do this is because we want to make sure that all of the consumers are going to have different benefits for what they need, right? So we're going to have the first one, which is going to be called Bean Protein Dream. This is specifically for people or the consumers that are going to be always training, like around 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. After that, they're gonna be able to have a better recovery whenever it comes to like sleeping. Now, this one, I'm sorry, and this one right here is gonna be the cost. It's gonna be $85. So this is gonna be one of the most expensive ones that we're gonna have. However, for all of them that we have, we're gonna have a 20% off with a subscription. So basically, it's gonna be $68 for people that decide to go with the subscription for that specific one, which is going to be the Dream. The second one that we have is going to be called the Bean Protein Doublets. The doublets is going to be for people that they don't have enough protein intake. So this is going to help them have that protein intake, basically. For the third one, we're going to have the Bean Protein Boosted. This is going to be caffeinated. This one specifically is going to be for morning people, people that go in the morning to the gym. It's going to have they're going to have more energy, so they're going to be able to have more energy throughout. And then we're also going to have the Bean Protein Green. This is specifically for people that are more towards lifestyle. And this one is supposed to be $27.99. And yeah, so it's gonna be $27.99 for the green. We're gonna have So we're gonna have $34.99 for the green. We're gonna have $27.99, which is gonna be for the boosted protein. We're gonna have $29.99 for the duplets, and then we're gonna have $85 for the dream.
Our conclusions were that strategic marketing and cultural adaptation are key to Bean Protein success in Japan. By aligning product features, packaging, and messaging with Japanese values like health, quality, and minimalism, Beam can build trust and appeal. Focusing on natural ingredients, local flavors, and eco-friendly packaging sets the brand apart. Collaborations with fitness professionals and influencers will drive social proof and community engagement. Crucial in Japan's collectivist culture. Within 2 years, Beam aims to capture 5 to 8% market share and position itself as a premium, health conscious brand. This foundation will support future expansion into other Asian markets. Thank you very much.